kia sonamona iana karataya sana aya. So I just want to share a little bit about what I have been observing so far. Not all of it, because not everything is fully anchored yet, and there's still a lot more to be discovered. What I want to share is obviously the frequency of heart expansion, the thymus activation, the working of this muscle, this gland. So we spoke about how allowing ourselves to feel, not so much about what making sense to the mind, to the logic, but allowing the heart to feel so that we can process what is beyond the current logic, what is beyond the current paradigm, so that we can penetrate beyond the mental body into the astral, into the abstract, into imagination, into our own akasha, into the soul. How? Find your own way. Have fun. Feel in your heart. Get into that breath. Get into that heart space. And just allow yourself to connect with the higher self, with your guides, and explore. Explore through the feeling of the heart, through the imagination, the pineal gland, the memory, the spontaneous flow that follows. Explore parallel dimension, parallel selves. So, set that aside. In the process of heart expansion, we of course are releasing any frequency, anything that doesn't quite fit with that deeper sense of self-love. This has to do with also the closing of the old cycle, or what many people may call it, meeting that karmic cycle and closing the karmic contract, whatever you call it. And with the energy of the recent solar eclipse, we are all revisiting that deep shamanic journey within, revisiting the dark, revisiting the shadow. And let this be known that, again, light and dark doesn't have any bad or good connotation to it. That's just a human concept that's been putting upon it. The dark can offer all kinds of possibilities, and within our own light that shine into the shadow, shine into our dark, we then can understand the root, the cause, and transform it from there. Now let me look at the notes. What I have experienced is layers of frustration, anger, and that seek of admiration of the external world. Now see how this resonates. This comes in waves, and yes, it's something repetitive, but know that we are not the product of the past or the expectation of the future. We are now, and within this knowing that we are now, any of the old cycle that rises again, we can re-look at it through new eyes, through the loving of the parent within, through the new knowing that, hey, I understand there's anger, and there's the need and desire to express and release that anger in the healthy way, through that heart. Not in projecting, not in blaming, not in finger pointing anything in the external. It's all about coming inside, return home. And there's also, I experience layers of fears, hatreds, and this is all the plurality, if we look at it, of this heart thymus expansion, the courage of the heart, the deeper love that we can give upon ourselves and then one another. Fear rises, yes, the opposite pole of love or courage. Hatred rises, blaming rises, but hey, we are revisiting it to discover what is incomplete within this cycle. For karmic cycle is an attachment of emotions and mental, certain unfinished business that we give upon situation or upon certain connections. I find that asking myself, what is incomplete here? What am I seeking? What is it that needing to be fulfilled here really illuminates and give me clarity of what is it that I can come back and offer myself. For example, there's fear of being abandoned that I'm working with, and I'm sure that this is something shared. More love, more reassurance of self that love is around, that I can love myself beyond all conditions out there. Releasing of attachment to conditions. So if you find yourself revisiting the old, again, go beyond judgment. We tend to judge, no, we have fear, oh no, we have anger, oh how could we, oh, let go of that, get past that. And then ask yourself, what is incomplete here? What is it that needed to be expressed? What is it that we can reach the fulfillment so we can close that chapter and move on? I'm pretty sure that all of this has been mentioned already, but it feels so relevant to talk about it again through this current of heart expansion. And I feel that this is preparing us to enter the Lionsgate energy in August as well, that heart-to-heart connection, and also assisting us to follow the spontaneous flow with the knowing that we are new, we are now in this moment. The past, the future, any kind of prediction doesn't define us. So let me look if I left anything out. Yes. Here are my thoughts, my feelings towards certain emotions that I've been observing. First, anger. Anger can offer so much keys and paths to discover passion, to draw boundaries. So when anger rises, go in. Not letting anger overpower, but you befriend with anger, you communicate with anger. Because when anger is being triggered, there's something inside us that spark that fire. So go in and ask. Perhaps it offers key to discover passion, to discover new path, to discover new boundaries. Guilt. Once again, do not be ashamed of guilt. Just like there's no need to fear itself. Guilt is a very sticky energy that keeps us bind in the old cycle. So explore and tell yourself that guilt is not needed. And perhaps guilt also offers the keys of completion to the old cycle and detachment from the old. Grief. Now this doesn't have to resonate to everyone. To me, grief is the process of cleansing, the process of purifying the old cords, the old connection to something that already ended. Grief and sorrow offer space for transformation from within. Sadness, sorrow, and grief is very close to love. To me, it's very similar to anger, very close to being so passionate about something. So explore. And what's beautiful about the energy now, yes, it gets intense. Yes, sometimes you have to visit something that's quite scary. But know that this is a path of individuality, of each of your own home, of each of your akasha, of each of your soul experience, of each of your own realities. Go within your breath, and that light from your heart, allow that light to expand and glow. And this is your own divine space. This is your vehicle. To me, white tigers and wolves also are great companions in guiding me through astral journey. So call upon the animal totem, call upon your higher self, call upon your team as you journey deeper within. And also plant kingdom has been assisting greatly on my path as well. In the future, I feel drawn to make each videos of different medicine that I have embarked upon. And once again, plant medicine journey is not for everyone. If you feel the call, then perhaps it's for you. If you don't feel that it's needed, then perhaps it's not for you. To me, plant helps get in touch with my body, get in touch with the heart. To me, looking at the green of the trees, of plants, looking at different colors of flowers expands my heart. So get connected with crystals, with minerals, with elements, with animal, with plants. All of these kingdoms are here to guide us to live in harmony. And also they are here to guide us to go beyond the layers, to rediscover deeper journey within us. So I hope this helps somehow, and this is probably that's it for this week. I'll keep taking note of what comes through, and I'll share wherever I can. Thank you for your continue to support, to tune into my transmission, channeling and recording. Thank you for your comment. Thank you for booking session with me. It keeps my job going as well, my playfulness, my work. Asahi. Thank you. Namaste.